So I've got a new strategy. You guys might know I study human behavior and human nature. And so in our newsletter, Inside Strategic Relations, we talk about social engineering. I am Justin Hitt, by the way, if you don't know me already. But I have a new strategy of recording content in video, or recording content or finding old content, because I used to do a lot of Q&As with clients and everything was recorded. I'm going to go ahead and publish that unedited, as authentic as possible. And then I'm going to have a team split that content up and syndicate it, get it out there. And then when the original content is produced into a video or a tutorial or whatever, I'll go back and delete the original video. And so I know this is going to hurt my YouTube stats. I know this is going to disappoint people who could previously watch a video, or people won't find the video or what, but I don't want any duplicate content online. And then I'm going to start curating channels and testing front end content. I'll still leave some long form stuff out there, but some front end content to generate leads, and then have unlisted videos for more detailed content. So they're going to opt in, and then I'm going to send them to the unlisted video or landing page with the unlisted video embedded in it, or self-host. It just depends. And we're going to see how that works. Because one of the things that I'm noticing is that if I stop posting content on YouTube, I suddenly become unpopular. Now, if I go to Rumble, which I'm syndicating content from YouTube to Rumble, I get the same traffic. The traffic does grow as I post new content, but I don't have a drop off. And then there's a bunch of other channels that we have the same content on. And so what I'm finding is that these different platforms have different people, and the different people have different tolerances for how I do videos. And ultimately, the faster I can get the video out to generate the lead, the better I do financially, which allows me to hire people to make them pretty. So again, you notice I'm wearing my Def Leppard t-shirt, sitting in a truck under a bridge. I don't actually live here or anything, but I'm waiting to pick up the kid. He doesn't have a driver's license yet. And so I'm sharing this time with you. Ultimately, the long form materials will also go up in our new locals community called From My Desk. Because I have this newsletter called From My Desk, where I literally pick up things off my desk, and as I'm filing them, or as I'm putting together a new book or a special report or a course, I'll chat about that based on the outline of the materials and everything, so that you can get insights and tips faster. Because if you're an implementer, which I hope you're implementing this stuff, if you implement, you'll get results. It's just the way it works. The more you do along the lines of what works, the better results you get. I've always found that to be true. The more focused I am on my specific clients, the better my bank account is. The more valuable my time is when I'm away. The underlying factor here is that I'm, from a lifestyle perspective, there's more people that can edit video better than I can, but there's only one me that's got this face that can go on the video to do the conversation. So it's a model I'm testing. So far, so good. Because most people are not watching the long form content. It's not getting me watch hours on YouTube. But the people who do watch the long form content tend to call my office and schedule an appointment. They tend to buy a book. They tend to get engaged in some way. If I can get someone 60% to the end of a video who's qualified, not by some gimmick, not by some open loops, not by being hypey, I can get them as a customer. And then it turns out this is exactly how it's like working with me in real life. I'm not super organized when I'm having a conversation, because sometimes you'll say something that'll spark an idea, and I'll keep this little running ledger of ideas, and then I'll listen and I'll say, well, you know what, we do these 3 things, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, blow my mind. Let's implement it right away. You implement it, you find out it works, because we're actually measuring the marketing and business development. And then next thing you know, you're asking me more questions, but I don't have time to answer all your questions, because the consultation is like a day consultation, or it's an hour consultation. So I take down the information and do you a podcast so that we can share the wealth with other people who will take the time to watch. Now, if I'm doing internal training, I do have a lot of internal training that is being recycled because it's good quality stuff. So sometimes you'll see me with a beard. Sometimes you'll see me without a beard. You'll see me with nicer clothes and not unnice clothes. When I've tested having highest quality content behind a paywall and then excerpts from the highest quality content in front of the paywall, it tends to work pretty well. One time we had 2,000 or 3,000 members every month coming through. That dwindled down to about 400 because you do have to care and feed for them. But ultimately, if you want to see content as it's produced, at least up to the limit available on the locals community, we are going to publish videos right away on locals. So you're going to get the freshest, the latest stuff up there, raw stuff. And then, of course, because you're tolerating watching the nuances and stuff, there'll be a way to ask questions in the comments below, which and then I will think about and develop and like I'm not just sitting here recording videos. I'm thinking about what are we going to say? How does that fit into the current campaigns? How are we going to deliver the best value for our clients? This is about the example of not putting as much long form. The last part of this is that AI is actually mining your content. And so since AI is mining your content, we're also doing content differently in order to seed the AI to position you as an expert, but also to prevent AI from learning nuanced or proprietary methodology. Because some of the things that I do, and one of the reasons I seem a little eclectic, is because I come up with ideas and concepts that are based on my long experience with direct response marketing, of full understanding. I've invested in other people's materials over the years. I've specialized in business development and risk management, and so I am going to build things a little bit differently than a generative AI model that is just using general information it can scrape off the internet. And so the ideas and concepts I have in my video are actually very foreign to the majority of the people who watch the videos. But if it gets incorporated into AI, and now the AI machine has that old cognitive bias that the magic computer told me that's true, I'm a little concerned that we're going to have to privatize it a bit more. So the board meetings and the masterminds we used to do in the past were inaccessible to the typical person who might buy my book, who might join my coaching program, who might hire me for a short-term gig, or just advisory in their organization. And so if I go completely behind the paywall, then I have to spend more money in marketing to find you. And if I go completely in front of the paywall, then my proprietary and experience-driven insights can now be mined for AI. So again, this is a strategic move. It's so far working out well. If you want to deep dive into this, join the locals community and ask, and we'll do a Zoom call. And whether it's you or 10 people, it doesn't matter to me. And we'll go through the mappings and how this works. The key here is that we're able to retarget people who go for the long form content. We're able to filter, sort, and sift with the short form to get people's attention narrowed down. We're able to take people off of one platform and put them on another platform where there's fewer distractions. There's a lot of value in what I've just shared here today. If you're already doing this, share your experience in the comments below. We are providing this as a service to some clients who are subject matter experts, but ultimately, this is a community thing. The locals community is really about sharing ideas and concepts so that you get results right now. Because if you're tracking this, whether it's Google UTM codes or it's conversion tracking platforms or analytics, you'll see that those people who go watch the longer form video or join a webinar or come to an event are highly valuable customers. They almost magically convert because they've invested time, effort, and energy in using your solution or thinking about the ideas that you shared with them, that they're ready to do business with you. And in most cases, whether it's a technical service, it's consulting, copywriting, marketing, or business development services, in most cases, people feel that they know you so well that they're very comfortable coming to you to ask questions, and then we can work on the conversion on the end. Again, there's many ways to do conversion, but in general, this particular shift means less social media content I got to produce. I'll produce artifacts that somebody else on the team can run through and make the social for me. I'll basically sit down and do longer form videos. It's just way more time effective for me, but I'm also, as I've done before, making videos for specific people. And so I can still take that long form video and say, hey, here's a coupon code. Welcome to our community, free month trial. Here's the video that addresses the question that you had earlier today that I wasn't able to answer because we ran out of time, or you're not committed to a program yet, or you're just wondering, and I can record it once and use it many times. Now, again, when I come back and delete the thing, I got a content management system that I know where everything is. If I reproduce a video into a DVD or something, I can make the old ones go away. But because the old ones go away, it's the old information hoarders dilemma, where people will download the videos and now they'll have them on their computer, and then they'll BitTorrent them and they'll do stuff with them that is preserving the free information, which builds up it does a lot of things. It does a lot of things. So Jay Abraham has done something similar. I've seen a bunch of people do this, but I got a library of content of 23 years of materials that help my clients create more than $8 billion in new business, cost savings, cost avoidance, new, high value clients, national and global clients. And I like to share it before I can't share it anymore. But ultimately, let's thwart the AI. Let's make it readily available to the few qualified individuals. Let's get a better efficiency of our time, and then ultimately create and keep profitable customers. I'm Justin Hitt with, I forgot which moniker I used here, Inside Strategic Relations, the Sustainable Wealth Secrets newsletter, ad briefings, copywriting tips, prosperity homes. It doesn't matter. I create a lot of content and solve a lot of problems for clients, some of which have never even given me a penny, which is okay. It's fair. But now's the time to deep dive. Now's the time to implement. Now's the time to get results, because I'm now focused. This will allow me to focus on the 2 to 3% that will, rather than the 99% that won't. If you understand what I mean by that, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this strategy? Let me know in the comments below. Is it insane to delete a video on YouTube that had traffic or that was popular? Anyway, I'm Justin Hitt. And if you want to just talk to me directly, www.justinhitt.com. Go to the contact page and let's get in touch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.